Now, from Nebraska's trusted news source, this is Channel 8 Eyewitness News at 5.
Coming up, overdose cases in Lincoln are skyrocketing. Also, the latest on the mass exodus from Afghanistan. But first tonight,
we are very concerned about how our local situation is progressing.
The Delta variant causing bigger concerns with health officials. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Ron Fowler. Megan Conway has the night off. The COVID risk dial has moved yet again, this time into the orange, creeping in the wrong direction. Channel 8's Alexa Skaneski joins us now live in the studio with the latest news. Alexa, they had a news conference just a little while ago.
Yeah, that's right, Rod. The COVID risk dial moved from moderate to high today based on the number of cases and hospitalizations in the county, the most we have seen since early February. Health Director Pat Lopez says she's very concerned with how our local numbers are situations processing. She says the increase in hospitalizations and the highest case count since January is driven majorly on the Delta variant. At this time, no directed health measures are being put into place, but if things continue down this path, Lopez says adjustments will be made.
I wish we were here today with better news, but unfortunately, COVID-19 cases, hospitalizations, and deaths continue to be on a troubling trajectory in our community.
Once again, Lopez is stressing the importance of vaccinations in our community, especially for young adults ages 16 to 24 who have the lowest vaccine rate. 111 new COVID cases were reported today and one additional death, a man in his 60s who was unvaccinated.
All right, Alexa, thank you so much. I know you'll have even more on this coming up at 6 o'clock. More than 83,000 people are hospitalized with COVID-19 across the country right now. That's according to U.S. reports. And as officials are now expecting to recommend booster shots for most Americans. Here's the latest from ABC's Rena Roy.
As the U.S. reports more than 200,000 new cases in a single day for the third time this month, a sigh of relief for some of the most vulnerable in this country, like Nate Zavin of New York, who's had multiple kidney transplants.
I was in a very vulnerable category of people. I've known a lot of people who've gotten sick. I know a lot of people who have not made it out of the pandemic. It means a lot that I can do this.
Zavin got his third COVID shot after the CDC recommended the extra layer of protection for the nearly 3% of Americans who are immunocompromised. And now millions more coast to coast could soon be doing the same, with the White House expected to announce most Americans should get booster shots 8 months after their second dose, as the Delta variant tears through the nation. The rate of pediatric hospitalizations now at their highest point of the pandemic, the University of Mississippi's Medical Center building a second field hospital with ICU beds.
Cases are definitely surging, and I think both in the data and on the ground, what we're seeing is that this is now a pandemic mostly of the unvaccinated.
More and more vaccine mandates are going into effect. New York City now requiring proof of vaccination for most indoor activities.
We know that vaccination has been the key. We know that vaccination has allowed us to move forward as a city.
And the 35,000 runners expected to take part in the Chicago Marathon will also have to show proof or a negative test. White House health officials say vaccinations are increasing. At least 50% of the eligible populations in every state have gotten at least one dose, though they are hoping to see that percentage go up even more. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
And this takes us to our poll of the day. Will you get a COVID booster shot when they're available? So far, 78% say absolutely, 11% say no, COVID vaccine for them, and 11% say they'll consider it. You can vote at klkntv.com. Now for an update on the latest in the overdose crisis for Crime News here in Lincoln. 2 men were arrested in a narcotics investigation. 38-year-old Brandon Davis and 43-year-old Vaughn Newman. Police say they found cocaine, oxycodone pills, a semi-automatic rifle, and a sword in their home. The 2 were arrested near 14th and Adams at a home near there. Now, police have confirmed 9 overdose cases over the past 2 nights, including 1 death from overdose, a 28-year-old man. The other 8 people are expected to recover. Well, the rising numbers in overdose cases really has police and local health officials worried. Channel 8's Yosef Nasser joins us now with more on that. Yosef?
Good evening, Rod. Of particular concern is cocaine laced with fentanyl. According to Lincoln Police, its presence on the streets is a relatively new development. The addictive nature of cocaine and the potency of fentanyl makes for a deadly combination.
The fentanyl-laced cocaine is a mix of drugs, one that takes you up high, gives you energy, and the other one that slows you down, so you're going in two different directions at the same time.
Lincoln Police say the city has had 46 overdose victims in the past month, with over 130 victims of overdose already this year. Several recent overdoses have involved cocaine.
Generally, cocaine is not a drug that you see overdoses in that it doesn't have the intensity that will take somebody to a level of overdose.
Fentanyl is a substance that is known to trigger overdoses. As little as the size of a grain of salt can be deadly.
What it does is it works on your respiration, on the centers of your brain that cause you to breathe, and basically will stop your breathing, which then causes cardiac arrest and you're dead.
LPD says they've seen several drugs laced with fentanyl, including meth, heroin, and oxycodone pills. Cocaine laced with fentanyl is a more recent development. In 2020, Lincoln experienced 76% more overdoses than the average of the previous 5 years. Centerpoint's Topher Hansen says it's no coincidence.
Because of the pandemic and all the changes everybody had to make in society, then it just started amplifying mental health issues, anxiety and depression being the two primaries. And people started compensating for that.
Because of the surge of fentanyl-laced cocaine on the streets, it's imperative for those with a habit to get help.
The important message here is that this is out there, it's super powerful, it will kill you, and they need to stay away from it.
Rod Hansen tells me that Centerpoint is actually partnering with LPD on ways to intervene in fentanyl-related overdoses as early as possible. And of course, if you or someone you know needs help with the drug problem, you can call Centerpoint's 24/7 drug crisis hotline using the number at the bottom of your screen.
All right, hopefully we can get some people help. Do not be ashamed to call that number if you think you do need some assistance. Joseph, we saw these numbers really skyrocket in other parts of the country as much as a year or 2 years ago. It looks like it's starting to catch up here in the capital city area. Joseph, thank you for that report. All right, let's get to your first forecast now, and John Dissauer joins us with the very latest. What's going on out there, John?
Yeah, it's another warm day, another humid day as well. Temperatures climbing back into the 90s once again. Lincoln topped out at 93 degrees this afternoon, making the 39th day this year to reach 90 degrees. You can see other temperatures around southeast Nebraska right now, sitting anywhere from the upper 80s out towards Kearney, Grand Island, and Hastings. It's currently 88 degrees in Beatrice, 89 in Hebron, 91 degrees right now in the state capital. Dew points in the middle to upper 60s. Even 70 in Wahoo and Hebron. So another day of it feeling a bit muggly outside this afternoon. Anytime we get dew points in the upper 60s to low 70s, that's what I like to refer to it as. And that's taking our heat index, or the feel like temperature, a couple degrees higher than the actual air temperature. So right now it feels like 93 degrees in Lincoln and 94 degrees in Hebron. Not a whole lot going on overhead. We've got just a couple of clouds in the sky, some high thin cirrus clouds, and that's about it. Most activities down south of I-70, south of the Kansas City area. For the rest of this evening, we will keep warm and humid conditions, 90 degrees by 6 o'clock, 84 degrees by 8, and 80 degrees by 10 o'clock tonight. We've gone now nearly 2 weeks without measurable rain in the capital city. We'll talk about when our chances for rain are coming up, plus more heat and humidity coming our way. The details at my Storm Alert Team forecast.
All right, thank you very much, John. Today, the White House defending its decision to end the war in Afghanistan that spanned the last 2 decades. ABC's Ike Jochi has the latest on what's next.
President Biden telling the nation he bears some responsibility for the chaos on the ground in Kabul, but that he stands behind his decision to bring U.S. troops home.
After 20 years, I've learned the hard way that there was never a good time to withdraw U.S. forces.
Today, the White House answering questions about the fallout at the airport.
We gave 20 years of American blood, treasure, sweat, and tears in Afghanistan, and at some point, it was the time for the United States to say that the Afghan people had to stand up for themselves.
In Kabul, frantic efforts continue to evacuate Americans and Afghans who have aided the U.S. The Taliban controlling the one road leading into the airport, stopping everyone who approaches, letting only foreigners pass. ABC's Ian Pannell at the Taliban's first press conference.
What guarantees will you give to the Afghans who are now hiding at home, who want to leave the country?
We are assuring the safety of all those who have worked with the United States.
Major General Hank Taylor says commanders are talking to Afghan National Security Forces. Up to 600 are helping the U.S. with airport security.
Right now, we're looking at 1 aircraft per hour in and out of HKIA. We predict that our best effort could look like 5,000 to 9,000 passengers departing per day.
Reports of at least 7 deaths so far. Scenes of people desperately trying to flee the city. This photo showing a military C-17 reportedly carrying 640 men, women, and children. The Taliban issuing a general amnesty across Afghanistan, advising women to take part in public life, a move many Afghans feel will be short-lived. The Pentagon says by the end of the day, there'll be more than 4,000 troops on the ground in Kabul. Ika Jachi, ABC News, Washington.
And we will have more tonight at 6 o'clock about how an organization here in Nebraska is gearing up to help refugees coming from Afghanistan. New at 5, we now know the cause of a house fire here in Lincoln. It happened near 22nd and Dudley early this afternoon. Investigators, I talked to them, they say it started on the porch of the house from an improperly discarded cigarette. Total damage is around $35,000. The Red Cross is helping the family of 6 with a place to stay for a while. And coming up next, we all love our fur babies, right? Well, you're going to meet a local woman who not only makes them fashionable, but raises money for charity. We're going to have much more after the break. Stay with us.
Hey, neighbor, I thought you got something to keep the leaves and debris out of your gutters. Oh, no. You got them fancy, smatchy surgical mesh filters on your gutters. With all this leaves and sap, where does the water go? Whoa! I found your problem. That's not Leaf Guard.
Don't be lured by the competitors. There's only one Leaf Guard.
My Leaf Guard gutters are awesome.
To never get back on a ladder, to never clean again, that sold me right there.
I would rate Leaf Guard a 10.
More than 1 million satisfied customers agree. Leaf Guard reigns supreme. If it's time for new gutters, remember this. With Leaf Guard, get it and forget it. Leaf Guard's not a screen, mesh, or cover that goes over your old gutters. Those things clog. For virtually the same cost, you can have Leaf Guard, a completely new system backed with a clog-free guarantee. Leaf Guard has earned the Good Housekeeping seal 16 years in a row. The patented one-piece seamless design plus exclusive big mouth with a larger opening channels up to 32 inches of rainfall an hour. Leaf Guard works. Plus, be sure you ask about Refer 8. Tell a friend about Leaf Guard, you get cash back. Tell enough friends, you get free gutters. And now it's more affordable than ever. Just $99 down, $99 a month, and $99 installation on a complete Leaf Guard system. Plus, call during this program. We have a nice gift for you. Receive a free $25 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate and gutter inspection. Let me keep your gutters clean forever. $99 down, $99 a month, and $99 installation on a complete Leaf Guard system. Call Leaf Guard now for these special savings.
Hey, this is Jimmy Buffett. I am so happy to be bringing my Broadway musical, Escape
Continue to highlight women-owned businesses, and tonight meet a Papillion dog mom who loves to dress up her animals and turned her part-time hobby into a business.
The love Velvet Stonebrecker has for her grandmother shines through her work, as the name for her small business is inspired by her grandmother's name.
Growing up, my grandma always had dogs around, and she's the one who taught me how to sew. And so just combining those two things has been really fun. Her dogs love it. They get all sorts of outfits.
This dog mom started to work from home during the pandemic. So with a little extra free time on her hands, she started making bandanas for her babies. Then her friends and family suggested she start her own online business. And soon, Bloom Goods was born. But opening a business during a pandemic came with a new set of struggles.
When I was planning out my first product line, it was around the same time that everybody was starting to make their own masks at home. So when I went to the fabric store, there was not a lot of options, and what was out there was really expensive. So I got creative and I found some local family-run fabric shops in town, and also some unique fabric stores online. And I feel like that really helped me in the long run because I was using a lot of materials that other shops didn't really have.
Stonebrecker appreciates when people shop locally, so she does the same thing.
Almost everything I use for my business is sourced from Nebraska, even down to like my accountant is from Nebraska, and so is my photographer too.
Bloom Goods has seasonal lines and will be dropping their fall line very soon. You can find Bloom Goods at farmers markets in Omaha and online.
And I'm really excited to grow more online. The community I found online has been so supportive and amazing, especially the Omaha small business people. We're so welcoming. It's awesome.
This busy dog mom's whole world revolves around dogs, as she still works full-time in dog nutrition. Even though she has very little free time, she loves this job.
It's really easy to feel like everybody else is already doing it and they're doing it better than you. But if you have that idea, you are going to do it your own way, and that'll really shine through, and people will gravitate towards you because they like how you do it. And so I wish that I would have just trusted my gut and started sooner, because I'm so happy that I did. It's changed my life.
By the way, Bloom Goods just donated proceeds from a charity event to a nonprofit for shelter dogs here in Nebraska. After just about a month on the job, Trev Alberts spoke at the Chamber of Commerce's Face the Chamber event today. Alberts is aware of the challenges facing the athletic department, but also of some great potential in this time of big changes in college athletics.
There are positives that are going to come out of alliances or realignment. There are positives that are going to come out of NIL. There are positives. There's going to be some drawbacks too. But instead of spending all of our time fixated on woe is me, we are going to get focused on how do we benefit those student athletes.
And he says one way is boosting mental health's role on the field and guiding student athletes through the changes.
Now, your Storm Alert Team forecast with Chief Meteorologist John Dessauer.
Another warm day, another humid day with temperatures back into the 90s once again. As I mentioned earlier, it's our 39th 90-degree day in Lincoln. We're taking a live look outside from Honda of Lincoln. We've got a few cumulus clouds that have popped up, and as we look off to the north and west, we are seeing some signs of smoke once again returning to the skies. Now, directly overhead, we are seeing a bit more blue skies in southeast Nebraska, with a higher level smoke showing up mainly in the central and western portions of the state. 91 degrees officially at the airport. Around the city right now, temperatures hanging out mainly in the low 90s, a little bit cooler down along Denton Road on the southwest side of town, where it's 89. 88 degrees in Beatrice, unofficially 93 degrees in Fairbury, upper 90s, or I should say upper 80s, lots of 88s from Columbus, York, Grand Island, Hastings, as well as out towards Kearney. I mentioned the humidity, dew points in the mid 60s to near 70 degrees, and in some cases, Wahoo coming in at 71 and 70 in Hebron. That's when it starts to feel very uncomfortable outside, even tropical. And that takes our our heat index a couple degrees above the air temperature. So it feels like it's 93 degrees right now in Lincoln. Feels like it's 94 degrees in Hebron. For the rest of this evening, clear skies, temperatures dropping, 87 degrees by 8, 81 by 10. Eventually, we drop down into the upper 60s across the area. Similar to this morning, I think it's probably going to be best to leave the windows closed. We're going to have some humidity around, so it may start to feel a little sticky inside your houses and apartments if you leave the windows open tonight. For tomorrow, expect to see mainly sunny skies. You'll see that on Stormcast. Temperatures warming. By noon, we'll be up in the lower to mid 80s. As we head towards late afternoon, temperatures should once again get back into the low 90s. By 3 o'clock, 91 degrees in Beatrice. Eventually, temperatures getting up lower and even mid 90s in a few spots. Forecasting a high of 93 degrees tomorrow in Lincoln, 93 in Beatrice, 92 in Hebron, 92 in Seward, and 92 degrees in Hastings. Winds will be out of the south-southeast tomorrow, sustained 8 to 15 miles per hour with a few gusts to 20 miles per hour, so we'll call it breezy tomorrow afternoon. And once again, with the humidity around, we'll have heat indices getting back up into the 90s pretty quickly. By 4 o'clock, time kids are heading home from school, we're looking for heat indices in the low to mid 90s. About this time also, after school practices may begin, so heat indices will be into the lower to mid 90s as well through 7 o'clock in the evening as many of these practices are coming to an end. So a warm and sticky evening. As we go through the next several days, we're going to keep the humidity up. On Thursday and Friday, dew points in the lower and middle 70s. A cold front still is expected to come through here on Saturday. We'll start to notice the dew point dropping throughout the day, so not as humid Saturday afternoon. Sunday morning feeling pretty nice, but we'll start to see the humidity increasing by Sunday afternoon and really surging up to the central part of the state. And we'll see dew points back into the 70s for much of next week. Heat indices mid 90s to Thursday, low or mid 90s again on Friday. Nothing to worry about on Saturday, really Sunday, but it's going to start to feel like it's over 100 degrees again Monday and Tuesday with heat indices up to right around 102 in Lincoln. 7-day forecast, 91 on Thursday with a chance for an isolated shower. Our best chance for rain really over the next 10 days comes on Friday with showers and thunderstorms, especially towards the afternoon and evening. 84 degrees on Saturday, 88 on Sunday. And again, early next week, we'll see heat indices getting back up into the lower 100s with highs in the low to mid 90s. But again, a lot of humidity around the area, but looking relatively dry as we go through much of the next 10 days.
All right. Thank you, John. $21 million is now available for nonprofits that were impacted by the pandemic. The money is available through the American Rescue Plan and local recovery funds. $6 million is earmarked for youth crisis services. We have more information on this on our website, klkntv.com. All right, now to Haiti. First they had the deadly earthquake. Now Tropical Storm Grace is hurting search efforts. The death toll now almost 2,000. Here's ABC's Morgan Norwood.
Tropical Storm Grace battering an already hard-hit Haiti. The country reeling from Saturday's 7.2 magnitude earthquake and the rain and heavy winds destroying what little many survivors had left. ABC's Matt Gutman on the ground.
This tarp is basically held up by a stick, and that's all they have right now.
The search for survivors growing more intense with hundreds still missing. Among survivors, thirst and hunger. Hospitals overwhelmed as dozens desperately seek care. The double dose of devastation with the storm and earthquake, prompting the UN to step in, allocating $8 million for recovery efforts.
This money will provide essentials such as health care, clean water, emergency shelter, and sanitation for people impacted by this disaster. Our humanitarian colleagues are telling us that access to the southern peninsula where the quake hit is challenging because gangs are controlling movements.
And here in the States, more support. The city of New York coming together to mourn the devastation. The mayor with a message.
There is no New York City without the Haitian American community. It doesn't exist.
And rescue operations are starting again now that the storm has passed, but officials on the ground telling ABC News the chances of finding people in the rubble are diminishing. Morgan Norwood, ABC News, Los Angeles.
And now here's a look at Wall Street today. Not very good. The Dow down 282 points. NASDAQ fell 137. We'll be right back.
Tonight, emergency evacuations underway in Afghanistan. President Biden defending the withdrawal of U.S. troops.
I stand squarely behind my decision.
And the tropical threat hitting the U.S. World News Tonight with David Muir is America's #1 most watched newscast.
A cleaner home is a healthier home, and now is the perfect time for a professional deep cleaning from Stanley Steamer. Call and schedule today.
Call 1-800-STEAMER. Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
Are you ready to make junk disappear?
I've never been more ready in my life.
We make junk disappear. All you have to do is point. Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK. We'll be there before you hang up the phone.
Welcome to Toyota's National Sales Event.
Ooh, RAV4.
It's a great time to save on the 2021s while they last.
Ooh, Venza.
Well, hey.
Closed captioning on Channel 8 Eyewitness News is brought to you by Christensen Hearing Analytics.
The hot and spicy